Hi, it's Mark Coleman from Paul's Photo and the Creative Photo Academy. Welcome to day 117 of our Be Creative series. It's hard to believe I can hardly count to 117, and we've done 117 videos. Well, a lot of you have been asking me about macro photography, so much so that we've added a macro class in September. Look for that at thecreativephotoacademy.com online classes. And a lot of you have said, Mark, I love your macro stuff, but I don't want to spend the money. I don't want to spend $500 or $1,000 on a macro lens. So I'm going to give you some lower cost alternatives and show you what you can do with some other items. So there's 3 items that I use in macro photography. You've noticed that I've used the macro slider on almost every macro picture I do. This is the ProMaster macro slider. What this allows you to do is you mount this to the tripod, you mount the camera on top, and now instead of moving the tripod, I can move the slider or I can move the camera very simply for fine controls without moving the tripod. These are about $100. And this is the ProMaster macro slider, about $99. Extension tubes go between your regular lens to let you focus closer. These are the ProMaster extension tubes. I'm using a Canon EOS R today with the 70-200 lens. A full-frame mirrorless camera with the 70-200 2.8 lens is my favorite tool for doing macro when I'm not using the macro lens. Why? It gives me the best pictures. So what does extension tubes do? They go between the camera and the lens. There's nothing in there, see? It just is a spacer that allows you to focus closer. These are about $150. And finally, this is an old school device, a close-up diopter, and this is a new apochromatic doublet or an apochromatic doublet close-up filter from ProMaster. These are about $150 as well. Super high quality. We'll see what these do in our macro shot. So come on over here, let's look at the shot. So Canon EOS R 70-200 on. The lens is set at, the zoom is set to 200. I'm at the minimum focus distance, about 3.5 feet, which is where this lens focuses. Nope, sorry, yeah, right there, about 3.5 feet away. No, it's actually about 2.5 feet away. I'm going to focus in. Now, without the macro slider, to do the focus, I've got to move the tripod. It's a pain in the neck to just move the tripod back and forth, right? Like that to get the minimum focus. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the macro slider. You'll see how easily this works. So the macro slider goes on, and then the lens, using the Arca Swiss quick release plate, goes on the macro slider. Now, if I want to move a little closer or farther, so I set the tripod up. I'm not quite in focus yet. If I want to move closer, I just slide. And sliding is so easy right there. So I have the camera set to manual focus with focus peaking on. Come look, Cheryl, you can see this, right? You can see right on the back as I move in and out. You see the little red flash on the flower there? Right about, I got to put my glasses on or else I can't see this. Right there, it's focusing for the focus peaking is flashing. I like doing this in manual. So, what aperture and f-stop? So I'm 400 ISO, I'm aperture priority, and I'm at f8. That's going to give me a very narrow focus. I'm barely going to get the flower in focus. The top of the flower is going to be out of focus. The background is going to be out of focus. So you notice I put kind of a fun background back there. Take a look at that image. So that's as big an image as you can get with the 70-200 lens, normal. Next, I'm going to add the extension tubes. And one of the great things about extension tubes is you lose no picture quality. You lose about half an f-stop of aperture, but that's all done, calculated automatically through the camera. So you don't have to worry about it. So now I'm going to move a little closer. I have to reset the tripod here. Come a little closer. Right about there. Adjusting. Awesome. And now focus peaking works, and I'm going to use the slider again to get closer in and out. Right there, I got the focus peaking working. Bam. I'm going to shoot the picture, right? So come take a look at now how close we are, right? We're a lot closer, and that's with the extension tube. Now, if I wanted to, I could take the extension tube off and put the close-up diopter on, and you're going to see that the close-up diopter is going to get me about the same distance, the same closeness as using the extension tube. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to cheat, and I'm going to put the diopter on the front of the lens. So here I haven't changed my lens at all. I've got the 70 to 200 lens on with the close-up diopter, and now I'm going to push the slider way in, and I'm going to slide way in, right like that. Awesome sauce. The dial over here. This is so cool. Look at this. Look at how close we are now. Cheryl, look at that. Look at how close we are now. So we've gone way in close. So what have I added? So I've taken my 70 to 200 lens and I was focused at about, nearly 3 feet away. I put the extension tube on, I came closer. I could have taken the close-up diopter and used that instead about the same distance, but now I've got the close-up diopter and the extension tube on, and I'm really in close. So some people say this is a poor man's macro lens, and I don't believe that. What I think about this is a compact, inexpensive macro lens. So if I'm traveling, if I'm on vacation, if I'm on a landscape trip, I'm in Yosemite or Death Valley or Yellowstone, and I'm not going to be doing a lot of flowers and I want some close-up, I will put the close-up diopter and the extension tubes in my camera bag because they're small, they're lightweight, they're inexpensive, I don't even know they're there. But it allows me to get this super close-up look even though I don't have a macro lens. Now, can you use them with a macro lens? The extension tube, absolutely. You really shouldn't be using the close-up diopters with your macro lens. The optics just don't work right. So these work best on a telephoto lens like the 70 to 200. That's where I find they work best for me. If you want to put it on your 24 to 70 or 18 to 55, you can try that as well. Mark Homan from Paul's Photo and the Creative Photo Academy, wishing you great pictures, great close-ups. Enjoy the close-ups. Get out and do it. Have some fun with it. And I can't wait to see your pictures. Post them hashtag Paul's Photo, hashtag Creative Photo Academy, and hashtag We're All Together. Because in this gang, we're all together. We're making close-ups, and we're having fun making beautiful pictures. Thanks a lot. We'll see you soon. Have a great day, and I can't wait to see your pictures. Thanks for watching.